EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
Through the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 59 yards.
And the Bucs have struck first in this NFC title game. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Seahawks nothing.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Go! Viking 18! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
First carry here from Ken Walker.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
Tag! Mustang! 60 Bison! 60 18! Pioneer! Cup 19! Cup 19! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. He'll look to throw. That ball caught by Campbell. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
32-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're backing that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a 1st down.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Seahawks 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
60 by Buffalo 18.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Escapes the defender. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
2nd and 10.
Defense doing their job, really know where to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to take another shot here.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Viking 18.
2nd and 6. Throw out wide to Walker. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That's caught by Durham.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
19.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
They'll look to throw here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now 3rd down and 7. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They'll set up a throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On second down, they'll run it here.
And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back to him on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
We've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
This ball complete to Durham.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Get it? No! Cowboy 80! Let's go!
Straight ahead, Walker. And running with power here. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker taking it in from the 20. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Powers past him at midfield. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Second and 10. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
It's no accident they've been moving the ball well all game long. This offensive line has done an excellent job adapting to everything the defense is throwing at them and creating holes for their runners.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Ready? 19-18.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal.
He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll bring them back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
the set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's got a man, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Second down and 4.
Let's go now. 68, go.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Let's go. Gravity Lions. Ready.
Out of the gun now on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the
Whenever we talk about moving the
line.
sticks and controlling the football, There's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Cowboy 80.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
It'll be a pickup of a couple that leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
18, Pioneer. 60 Bison.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. 19, 18, Rattler, 18.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Bucs 28.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That ball caught by Campbell. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Shot. Ready, ready.
Here's Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Cougar 19.
And goal at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Campbell. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Third and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game.
Ready.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
42. Buccaneers 27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Breaks through the contact.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group picked off by Micah Parsons. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the jump. Here we go. Here we go.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Liking 18. Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready, ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Now they'll shift things around. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Hey. Unlock wide.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown grab. Hawks are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Next to score, Seahawks 49, Buccaneers 27.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. There's a nice move, and he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Micah Parsons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
3rd and 9.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. A gain of 3, second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
18, here we go, here we go. 68, 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60. Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A little juke. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man complete. It's Phillips. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
At the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Micah Parsons
Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll set up to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now with 1st and 10 at the 11.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the two-point conversion.
And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a pickup of 3.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game. But I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them. Maybe it'll slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Hand off here to Walker. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Ready up.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Buffalo 18.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The Seahawks are the NFC champs. Time for us to sign off. Thank you so much for watching, and good night, everybody. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.